Anyways, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, casual logic requires a different mindset when speedrunning. You do need to care a lot more about going to relic checks quickly and going between relic checks quickly, and not necessarily caring about what check to check when. Because they are all equal in this world. Every single check is equal. We're doing 100% bonk strats only, so we have to bonk on everything. Every single pixel in the game gets bonked. My estimate for this speedrun is 69 hours. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Can I get a damage stack for once in my life? Hey, there's one. There's baby one, but I got to keep cross this time. I didn't get cross last time, which probably lost me a decent amount of time, honestly, not having cross. But yeah. Hey, are you watching this on youtube.com? If so, consider pressing the subscribe button. Right now we're at almost 50%. We're very, very close. So if you are part of the people that watch these videos and aren't subscribed, just click subscribe for me. That would help me out a lot. Thank you. My goal is to have, this is like not like a super solid goal, but I think by the end of the year, if I could have 10K on YouTube, that would be fantastic. I'd be so happy. Okay, this is a 2-hit. Yeah, we were talking about ringing the bell earlier and how if you like are subscribed to me but you don't see my videos often, ringing the bell is your best bet to like catch my stuff too. Because like YouTube doesn't like showing my videos to subscribers sometimes, which is just YouTube being YouTube, algorithm being algorithm. So if you're super into Soten stuff, then yeah, ring the bell. That's like a no-brainer. But if not, I'm not like super worried about it. Do what you want to do. You're your own person. You can make your own decisions. Onyx drop. Wait. Onyx drop? That's not... I think this seed is broken. I'm resetting. I'm just gonna double check. I'm gonna remake this seed. I don't trust it. You're probably using Jewel Sword disguised as Bastard? Fuck. Okay. Oh, I guess that makes sense, because I'm like, wargs aren't allowed to drop stuff. Wargs don't have a item drop table. That's why I was worried. Wargs don't have an item drop table. They have money drops. They can drop a 250 bag, but they can't drop items. I guess, unless you're using Jewel Sword, which I guess makes sense. So I've basically nerfed myself. Farm the merman and see if it drops jewels. That's true too. I could double check right now, but anyways, whatever. Let's just I should have but the thing about keep going, like I didn't want to keep going in case the seed was like a dead seed. So anyways, whatever. What's my favorite glitch that's actually used in world record attempts? Depends on the category. Because I'm good at library floor clip, I like library floor clip. The caverns clip is my favorite in all bosses because it doesn't really save that much time at all, but it's very fun to do. Bobby, what up? 4, 5, 6. Welcome everybody, welcome. We're doing some Castlevania Symphony of the Night randomizer. In preparation for my randomizer tournament that I'm hosting. So if you guys like Soten and you want to see some of the best Soten players at each other's throats, racing for a chance of $100+ that I am putting up myself into the prize pool. The way it's actually going to work is it's going to be $100 prize pool to start, and then I'm adding $1 for every average viewer that I have for the month of August, because it is a partner push tournament celebrating my chance to try and become partnered on Twitch. So if you watch the stream, you'll toss 100 easy, DM me later. I got you. There's a bunch of people that have like that. You're the fourth person that says that they're willing to drop 100. So I think we're getting close to like a $500 prize pool. But it's $100 plus I'm also going to be adding $1 for every average viewer. So if I get to the 75 average viewers for August, so I can apply for partner, that's $175 from me. The tournament is open to anybody that wants to join. So ! Discord will give you more info because I have all the info right now on my Discord. There's a specific page for it. Okay, this is Jewel Sword. Okay, I was worried over nothing. But yeah, go ahead and check that out. I'm going to be doing updates on all my social media as well, so especially YouTube. I'm going to be doing a lot of updates on like every single one of my YouTube videos. Near the start of it, I'll talk about the tournament, hype it up. And if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. And also make sure to come check me out on Twitch, so that way that average viewer number goes up. I put more money into the prize pool. Soten players around the world rejoice that people care about their game. So, what were you up to today, Bobby, by the way, if you're still in here? Zircon. Chrono Cross week. Taking it chill. Nice, nice. I could never, dude. I'm way too impatient for JRPGs. I'm too dyslexic, too impatient. I'm gonna be like skipping through the text and be like, fuck, I'm not supposed to skip through this. Wait, that's like the whole point I'm playing the game. I wish I was more patient and had a better understanding of reading comprehension so I could enjoy JRPGs a little bit more, but they were your love before fighting games. That's fair. My older brother was super into JRPGs growing up, so most of the story and experience of JRPGs I experienced through him, and I still enjoy like the stories and like the art and the music and the experience of it. I just don't like playing them. I enjoy watching other people play them, which is a great thing that, you know, Twitch is good for. You know, you get to watch people play cool games that you might not necessarily be interested in playing yourself, but you like being involved in some way or another. Grab boots, go back. Whatever. I'll do the slow thing. I got distracted. Thanks for reminding me. It's fine. There's a backup for this, guys. It's not that big a deal. It's fine. It's fine. I should also check to see if any of those gems give stats. Because this randomizer is very random. Not only is it that relics and what they are and where they spawn and whatnot are random, like the Soul of Wolf isn't normally there. Not only is that random, but also your items, like the stats that each item gives you is random, where you find those items is random, all that fun stuff, so when I find an item, it's usually in my best interest to check it at some point to see if it has good stats, so that way I can kill things quicker and all that fun stuff. But there's also a balance where you don't want to be opening your menu every time you get an item, because every time you open the menu, you're wasting like, I don't know, something like 3 to 4 seconds to check the item, 5 seconds, and that adds up. Every item that you get, it adds up, so. And see, I'm getting a bunch of the similar types of items, so I'll be able to check them all together at once, so. Oh, oops. And that'll end up saving me time on the menu itself. So knowing when to menu and check your... Oh, there was nothing even here, guys. I was doing the optimal play on accident, and you guys made me go back. Fucking, I should have stuck with my gut. God damn it. It's fine, it's fine. This isn't that slow. Oh, you're not bonking on stuff? Damn, true, true. I'll do some more bonks for you. Here, I'll throw in like a couple for free. There's 1, there's 2. Oh god, there's 3. That's all you get for free. Every bonk after this, you have to gift 69 subs. I'll go ahead and save just for the MP, that's fine. And then I'll check these items. No, I'll check actually after. This next item that I'm about to get. That's fine. Worst case scenario, I'm just missing out on killing these zombies in one hit. That's the other thing that you need to ask yourself when you're about to open the menu to check an item is like, will a different item actually save me time here? Like if I equip a gemstone that gives me extra damage, it's like I'm still killing all these all these enemies in 2 hits, and the fist does a 2-hit attack when you punch, so every ring could be a Farda. The FOMO, yeah. But I'm still killing things like basically in 1 hit if I do things correctly, so I'm not actually losing time. Fuck. Unless you're stupid like that. So yeah, if you're like already one-shotting everything, there's no point in opening your menu. Unless, again, you just get bodied for no reason. It's down here. It's just a... You can check that relic through the floor, which that relic was not good. It was a familiar card. And familiar cards in this game are basically useless for randomizer. None of the familiars are very good. The only one that's worth using is the fairy, and that's if you get fairy-specific items, specifically like the life apple, which I have a life apple, but it's not worth going on my way to collect it. It's usually only worth... Oh my god, this Fleaman is giving... He has the... Oh my god, the footsies! Oh my... Bro, I got blown the fuck up by that Fleaman. Holy shit. The schmovement? Did you guys see the schmovement? Damn. World record holder gets destroyed by basic enemy. Gold ring? Well, that's not an actual gold ring, but still, yeah. Since I grabbed, yeah, I have flight, so I think I'm gonna go the long way around. Chakram. It's an item that'll give me extra range, so I will actually... It's the rune sword, nice, okay. Not like the best. Oh, plus 15 strength, and I just got that, so perfect. Those were like optimal menus. So that works out. See, it's just knowing when to menu, guys. Usually I don't like menuing until I find like a weapon that's worth equipping, but this works out just fine. I probably saved like 10 seconds, if not more, over other people that would be checking their equipment every single time that they found a drop somewhere. I do want to grab that possibly, so... Yeah, the thing about Life Apple, Alien Merman, is the one of the things that it's most useful for is actually the fact that if you die and you're resurrected with the Life Apple, you actually regain all of your MP. So you can go for intentional death abuses and then get revived by the fairy and then get all of your MP back, which usually is more important than like saving your HP. Because for the most part, once you get past a certain point in this game, it's very difficult to die unless you're using equipment that is very risky to use. In fact, I'm actually kind of close to dying. Let me put that on. But once you get enough defense going, you're usually fine. Speaking of usually fine. Thank you. Yeah, Soul Steal, if you know how to input it, will always give you basically like a full heal in certain situations. So, but yeah, if you're definitely like less confident with certain fights, it's worth going for sure. But if you're able to skip all that, you sometimes will end up in a good spot because of that. So it's the risk reward for, it's one of the things that makes being a better player in the long run faster, because you get to skip more items that other players would usually need. You didn't know they could jump through the wall? Yeah, that makes sense that they would be able to do that. Those Blade Masters are really tricky. They can do whatever the heck they want, man. I'll do the item check down here since I have gravity boots. Takes like 2 seconds. Oops. Well, more than 2 seconds now. And that could be good. That could be a Varda. We don't know yet. Verboten. Moonstone is always vanilla? Is it? Oh, never mind then. I guess that makes sense. Moonstone and Sunstone always seem to be vanilla with their names, so that makes sense. But yeah, since I've already checked the alchemy lab, I'm actually gonna grab this teleporter now, because that's usually my go-to, like when to check or open this teleporter is after alchemy lab. I'm just gonna use the spells to have some invincibility. Every spell that you do gives you different amounts of invincibility. So, and Summon Spirit is the cheapest spell to cast as far as MP cost. So, did I grab a shield yet? I guess I'll check my equipment after this set of items, I think. I'm going to be using the wolf to reset my aerial jumps here, or the gravity boot specifically. Because normally you can't chain gravity boots without access to a dive kick, and the wolf actually gives you access to a dive kick, so it's very convenient in that way. Whatever, I won't check that. It's not a big deal. And then what are you? Faustian 51, 58. Oops. This is better, but this is better than that. And then the rest of these are sellables, and then that. And then I'll put this as my offhanded weapon, and we're good to go. Yeah, we're already going to be doing some decent damage now because of this item setup, which is pretty nice. I did my weapons wrong? What do you mean? Oh, oops. I wasn't even paying attention. Thank you for that. How did that happen? There we go. I just mispressed a button. Yeah, I'm able to cycle between the two different weapons for extra damage. This doesn't seem like it has a good hitbox where it double hits the sword. I mean, obviously Rune Sword does, but... oh well. This route can be risky where you go to Aurox's quarters first. Oh my god. This route can be risky. Hello? There we go. If you don't have good equipment, but thankfully I found decent equipment, so... because the Aurox fight with bad equipment is kind of a bad fight. Didn't get anything useful here, but whatever.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. What?
Everybody's favorite song in the game. What did I rate this song on my tier list? I don't even remember. It was like D tier or some shit. Ooh, Tooth of Blood. Okay. I guess one of the major downsides to doing this.
Fucking sense. What?
Alright, every bonk I see. We're gonna be doing this for every bonk. Yeah, one of the major downsides of doing this route is the silver ring check you have to do later, but that's about it. That'll probably get old soon. Nah, it's fine. Everybody loves listening to Talik's voice.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. What?
Skull Shield. If that has a hitbox, that might be pretty cool. It gets annoying, the music randomization. Yeah, all the presets kind of come with it though, so kind of have to deal with it if you're trying to speedrun the preset randomizer stuff. Which for the most part, the community kind of sticks to the presets because they're easier to set up for the most part. Trying to do like custom preset races is a little... well, doing like a one-off race isn't hard, but doing like a season of races that are like custom presets is more difficult. 16 minutes in, 2 Vlad relics. Not too bad. Still have the library I have to go to. 3 Vlad relics. Okay, that changes things. That changes things. This might be one of those seeds where you get all the Vlad relics before even finding holy glasses, which is always a nice thing to have. Gonna open this now because I'm actually not gonna be leaving through here, but I do want to come back here once I get holy glasses. So. Just playing casually, I turn it off. Yeah, exactly. I understand. Not everybody's a big fan of it. A lot of people suggested to turn off the boss fight randomization or to have boss fight music be randomized with amongst boss fight music, just to make it a little more cohesive. Woo! Oh, I thought I was good at the game. Never mind. Wolf movement in this section is really hard. I've never gotten like clean wolf movement here, like all the way through. It's just like the spacing of these pillars is really awkward for the wolf. This should be a good spot. Yep, there we go. That's fine. Rule of open. Okay. Sounds like some task level shit. Hey, maybe. To do it without slowing down, probably, yeah. Probably be tests only. Maybe not, I don't know. Isn't that out of logic for casual? Yes. But who gives a shit about logic in casual? That's one of the nice things about doing out of logic checks is that they're actually, like, just as likely to be something good. Casual logic doesn't give a shit about your logic feelings, right? Casual logic doesn't care about your feelings, something like that. I don't know. There's a meme in there somewhere. Somebody can repackage that into a digestible format. Feel free to use it. I don't really care. Do, do. Do, 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 do. But yeah, I like doing this route where you do the clockwise motion through the castle from the start. This is how safe has warped my mind. Yeah, safe logic I think is fine, but I think it's fine for casual play for sure. But as far as 2. Oh my god, no way! 3 for 3. 3 for 3. Okay, never mind. Could you imagine if that was a 3rd meal ticket? I would have fucking lost my mind.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. What?
Baited. But yeah, this clockwise motion around the castle I like a lot because you're just doing a bunch of checks really quickly. Especially after fighting Aurochs, there isn't really like any bosses that are difficult or that are going to give you any trouble. All these areas are pretty easy to maneuver through as well, especially if you have gravity boots. It'd be nice if I had gravity boots and oh fuck, leap stone, because then I could do dive kick movement here, but whatever. Elixir plus something else that I couldn't see. That's a shield of some sort. More stone resist, okay. Yeah, meal ticket is a meme item in this game. It doesn't really do anything. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. This movement's slow. Oh no! God, that was slow. It would have been better. Whatever.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. What?
Probably would have been better off just ignoring doing all that movement and just going back to the ground and then going straight up, but it's fine. Yeah, Wolf plus gravity boots is one of the most awkward forms of movement to have flight with, but it's not that bad. Yeah. And the thing that's nice about doing this route too is that there's a lot less backtracking than you would think, because you're just kind of going in a straight line the whole time. So you don't really miss out on stuff, but the only prerequisite is you just need to have flight before getting into Alrox's quarters, which can happen pretty often with casual logic, especially if you just start with bat. So, I don't know. Overall, I like this route. So flight has to be in logic soon, though. So I'm probably going to get Leapstone or bat here. Oh, Thrust Chain is actually a little bit worse. You're right. I don't know, actually, because with Thrust, at least the Thrust animation is faster than untransforming and retransforming. So they're both pretty bad. But yeah, I agree that I wouldn't blame you for choosing Transformation Thrust, or yeah, over Thrust. And you can move in the air, yeah. Yeah, having air control is kind of a big deal sometimes. Okay, so here is Leapstone. Nice. So I guess both routes would have been fine in this scenario, but whatever. The only downside is that I've already done Alrox's quarters. So somebody else would have to route in Alrox's quarters, but there's a world where routing Alrox's quarters last makes sense because then you can combine it with Silver Ring. So it's possible that that's one of the things that's a downside about using this route where you go clockwise first, but it's fine. Anything good here?
I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this.
Like you.
Wow, so many
I'm interested
shitty
in
garnets. Mana Prism is expensive. Library card, very expensive. Chrysogrim cleanly slices through enemies. That's actually just Vorpal. 69 damage though. This is Alucard, or sorry, Dragon Helm. I think the play is we just buy library card plus this plus I can't get that, and I can't get that either. So Mana Prisms. God, everything that was good was freaking so expensive. Strong versus Holy. Not very good. But at least I have a library card. I could have tried to save up for an extra one, but... Alright, that's fine. So I do have to go to the caverns now, though. The shield doesn't do damage now. Oh, could you imagine? That was close, actually. So yeah, I have to go to the caverns now to look for basically just holy glasses and the last Vlad relics. That's all I care about. And we're only 25 minutes in. This is pretty okay. I'll check here. I don't even remember what Mana Prisms looked like. That's one thing that I need to get better at, is checking the sprites for some of these items to make sure that I don't miss duplicates of them later. Specifically Mana Prism. I might switch to the shield though. Because I don't really... Well, DPS is actually kind of nice right now, and having the Rune Sword, which has extra range, is pretty nice too. So I think I'm fine with this loadout right now. Oops, wasn't paying attention. Same area twice in a row. Is that true? Damn. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. What does the mana prism look like again? It looks like a pinkish pill. Okay. That way I don't waste my time picking up any other kind of medicine. Yeah. I do love killing spear guards for that sound effect alone. Nothing good here. That was cool. With the wolf, yeah. You can do, the momentum keeps you, like, hovering in air when you do the wolf charge. So you can use that to get into this area with just wolf plus skill of wolf. Out of logic, which is pretty nice. In some scenarios. No. Something good? Hey, holy glasses. Shit, wait. I might go to the second castle early. I might just go straight fucking there. Test out my hypotenuse that I came up with earlier. I think the goal is I'm gonna get to checking everything that's left in the caverns and then go to the second castle and just ignore the rest of the like the mines. I'll do the mine check. Is the sibling gonna make a guest appearance and wreck the competition? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Josh should probably be pretty decent at this game if he played for more than not playing at all. I should go to the second. I feel like I should really just go to the second castle right now. I feel like I should just go. What tournament? Bro, read the title of the stream. Is it so? Yeah. Yeah, I'm hosting a tournament for the randomizer. Because I need content. And having other people play the video game and have me be like, oh, they could have done this better. Or, oh, this is how this works. I feel like is easier than me trying to play randomizer by myself every day for the next, like, 7 years. So instead I'll have other people do it. Plus, hosting a tournament gives stuff stakes, so people care about the outcomes of the seeds themselves. Or I feel like when I'm just playing a seed by myself, it's like, who cares? Unless you know, something cool happens. Like finding a Ring of Varda, maybe, could be cool. But we all know that it's not actually Ring of Varda, because why would it be? Alright, I think the play is I'm going to check stuff until I get to the next teleporter, and then just teleport into the second castle as fast as I can. It would be fun to play it since I haven't played in years. I'd recommend just playing through the randomizer just to play through the randomizer first. I wouldn't say enter the tournament unless you're really interested in like playing the randomizer and racing other people in it. But, oh, that's a mana prism. Casual run before I get your hands into speedrunning. Do it, yeah. This game is just definitely worth playing through again if you haven't played in a while. And that goes for anybody who's like played this game before but hasn't played it in a while. Play it again. And I would recommend if you know any of the speedrunning stuff, even if it's just like backdashing or shield dashing, you know, do it. Just like try shield dashing or back dashing in your playthrough and see how much more fun you have doing stuff like that. Ooh, spike breaker. Okay. So it gives me access to checking vanilla spike breaker, which I'm not super stoked about. I feel like I should just go to the second castle, so I think I'm gonna stick to my game plan here of just going to the second castle. I have a library card, so I can come back to the first castle whenever I want. So, as well as knowing how to wing smash and stuff like that too, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, in my Discord right now, there's a section of the Discord dedicated to the tournament, and I have pinned posts on like all the info that like you really need. The tournament's announced, and there's no like official sign-up page right now because the way that the tournament is going to be ran is going to be through the Long Library Discord, which is the Soten Speedrunning Discord. There is a race bot in that Discord that keeps track of everybody's stats when racing, and we're going to use that to judge people's like elo, basically. I'm going to skip this Spike Breaker. I'll come back for it if I need it, but I think I'm going to skip Spike Breaker. And then just go into the caverns and then teleport to the, or go into the mines, then use the mines teleporter to go to the second castle, and then just start going for second castle checks. I think that's the play. Worst case scenario, I just gave up Spike Breaker, and vanilla Spike Breaker has the last Vlad relic, and then I'm gonna be very sad, but that check just takes a long time. I can never chain them, let alone do them consistently. It's not that bad. Realistically, it takes like maybe an afternoon of like practicing to do them straight. If you're planning on trying to do like angled ones where you're flying up and flying down, those take a long time to get really good at. And then there's like specific rooms that are going to be harder than other rooms as well. Because like you can't wing smash during a screen transition, so you have to get your input out before or after the screen transition, and that changes when you're supposed to be doing your wing smash chains. But like the general idea of doing a single wing smash is like good enough for I think a beginner, or if you're able to chain like 2 or 3 together. You really don't have to get to the point where you're chaining like long, super long wing smash chains together, because there's movement to help like regain momentum by like back dashing and then retransforming into the bat, and that preserves some horizontal momentum. So if you fall out of the bat transformation, you can quickly recover. So that's not even that bad. How am I doing the double jump slide? So you double jump into the ground. So you double jump, sorry, and then you dive kick into the ground by pressing down forward and then jump after you've spent your double jump. And if you let go of all inputs, like you're basically have neutral on the movement part of the like you don't press any movement at that point, you'll slide on the ground. And you have to do it while you're relatively close to the ground, otherwise you'll go into like a larger fall animation and that stuff, yeah. Nothing here? Alright. I think I'm just gonna go straight to the second castle and say YOLO. Imagine Darkwing Bat or Medusa has the last Vlad relic. And we're done in 40 minutes. Because all the other checks are kind of slow, right? Which is why I'm like, oh, I'll just go to the second castle. And I have a library card to go back to the first castle if I really do need to go back to the first castle. And I'm doing a bunch of checks in the second castle, which will open up more checks in the first castle for me later anyways, if it's one of those. So I think overall this is like a big win for me as far as routing goes. Literally worst case scenario is like Grand Floon has the last Vlad relic, which is like such low odds, all things considered, you know? Because it's like, at this point, there's more checks in the second castle than there are in the first castle left for me to do. So it just makes sense to do as many checks as I possibly can as quickly as I can. And at this rate, going into the second castle is the fastest way I can do that. Plus, on top of that, I'm still making progress towards like the end game, which is getting the teleporter for inverted Aurochs quarters, because that is like the most important teleporter in the second castle, if you need to backtrack anyways. So it just ends up making, in my brain, this makes the most sense right now. There's a lot of reasons to do what I'm doing, it feels like. I have that library card, so I think I'm actually gonna, yeah, I'll do it this way. I did the long way around, but it's whatever. This is fine. Let me re-equip the dragon helm. Yeah. I don't know, this just makes sense in my head. Maybe I'm crazy, and this is a bad idea. If you think this is a bad idea, you can let me know in the comments right now, person watching on YouTube and who hasn't subscribed yet, possibly. Consider subscribing. Also, you probably haven't liked the video either, but you've been watching for 37 minutes. You obviously liked the video enough to watch for 37 minutes. But not enough to click a button? Come on, bro. What's up, Rabu?
Tribute? You steal
Yo,
men's
Trail!
souls and
13
make them your
months. Let's go,
slaves.
bro. How's it going, man? Thanks for the good luck. I have Heart of Vlad, so these guys don't do damage to me. Let's go. Hanging out with Lorraine right now. No worries. If you need help setting up the emulator or the randomizer, just message me. I got you. If you're really interested in trying it out. Or if you just want to play through the game normally, too. I can get you set up with everything. I can literally, like, send you the files. How easy the bosses actually are. Yeah, the bosses are extremely easy. That is for sure. Nah. I have to just jump over the balloon pods if I want to do this faster. This is a downside to my plan, which is I don't have Bat yet, and it's possible that Bat is somewhere in the first castle still. Oops. But other than that, I feel like my plan is pretty okay. Can we... Thank you. You have to do like a special kind of bonk there to like keep your momentum. If you don't have good equipment, grinding for levels can be a good idea. Like, for example, there's a subset of the randomizer that has you playing through the game with no equipment, basically. And in that version of the randomizer, you basically kind of have to grind for levels in order to even beat the game, so... It's just that once you find overpowered equipment, the game gets very, very easy. And there's a ton of overpowered equipment in the game, so... Couldn't think of any good predictions right now. I guess the only good prediction would be is the last Vlad Relic in the first castle or the second castle. Because, I mean, that's where we're at right now. That's the only thing that... Because we have one Vlad Relic left, so... Am I doing all of the restreams? Yes. Everything as far as the tournament will be concerned is going to happen on my channel at some point. Also, if you're doing matches like in the Discord, I might make a clause that you have to record, either local record or restream your matches, or just stream them all together. Just for the sake of having a record of everybody's matches and me being able to stream them. So, just for the sake of consistency and like people being able to actually watch tournament matches, I might do that. If you're in the final bracket, you do have to stream all of your matches or record them, no matter what, that's for sure. I would like for the tournament matches to happen live on my stream, but again, I'm still not like done setting everything up for the tournament yet. It's basically announced and the format has been announced. And that's about it for right now. Like everything as far as like the actual logistics of how it's all going to go down is still kind of up in the air. And that'll get fleshed out over time as we get closer to the date. Whatever. Kind of have to do this now. 169 HP, let's go! Looks like Holy Glasses is the last Flat Relic. I mean, it could be, but the odds of the last Flat Relic being... the odds of where the last Flat Relic is... It could be anywhere. They're all the same odds. So it could be at Holy Glasses, or it could be anywhere in the second castle. Or it could be anywhere else in the first castle, still yet to be discovered. So, was it too short, ASD? Is that what you were saying? Duck Station's perfectly fine for casual playthrough. It's just not a accurate speedrun emulator. I'm going the wrong way. Ooh. Let me make sure I don't die. Can you fuck off, dude? Okay, we're good. Ugh. Asgulls are fucking scary, man. Fucking scary. Yeah, if this was safe logic, it would definitely be in my best interest to go check Holy Glasses. But it could also be Merman, it could also be Spikebreaker, and it could also be Vanilla Bat, it could also be Silver Ring. All those are still options at this point. Tearfang? Okay. Okie doke. But no, Duck Station's awesome. Like, whoever was talking, yeah, Dishonest. Like, use it if you want, that's fine. I used it when I was doing some testing stuff on like, learning a speedrun. And I just wanted to have save states for a game. Even though I planned on playing on console. This is why Rune Sword is nice to have. DPS is just so nice, and the range. Because these guys are scary to have to fight up close. Hey, let's go. Worth it. It was worth it to go to the second castle first for just getting Bat alone. This means that I definitely chose the right option, even if the last Flat Relic was somewhere in the first castle. Because now I'm having more fun. Did you reset the prediction? Is that what just happened? Nice. Alright guys, gamble your channel points for a chance of more channel points. Oh, you know what I'm also gonna do soon? I'm gonna set it up to where you guys can change the lighting of my room with channel points, I think. So it's not always gonna be purple. Because these are smart bulbs and I can change them to whatever color I want. I feel like that's a good use of channel points. RGB setup. This is a save opportunity. Yeah, if you're gonna submit speedruns, definitely be on BizHawk or Mednafen, of course. That dive kick off of that candle is so sick if you can get it. Don't do that. Ow. At least I got a cake out of it. That was a moldy cake. I didn't like that cake. Something about that cake ain't right. Disco lighting, yeah. I should just get a like an actual disco ball. What? Where? How did I get hit? Invisible grub! It must have fallen from his hand. Gotta be careful when you don't have mist for this strat, because you want to be far enough away. I'll do a double. Yeah, it's fine. Not bad, not bad. Okay, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. I don't like that. Starting to second guess my route here. I hope it's in the second castle, because otherwise I'm going to be sad. And since I only have one relic left, I think I am going to check creature. Because if it's creature, then the run is done, and it's like, you know, going to be like a 50-minute run. But if it's not creature, then I'm not gonna, like, because I plan on library carding to leave the second castle. So I feel like I have to check creature at that point. Otherwise, I'm library carding, and then I'm gonna save creature for actual last, even if it's not in the first castle. And it's, at that point, it's like so bad. All right, let's save some MP. I'm going a little slow here. I'll do the long save split strats. Because I think they end up saving time. But it's like almost even. Halfway through. I should only need to do like 3 wing smashes from here. 2. Barely enough for a third. Oh, I didn't even need to do the third, damn it. Might be death. I mean, that's an option. Every single check is equally likely, so. If you thought it was death, you could have bet channel points on it. How many people ended up doing the channel point prediction stuff? Nothing here. Is it still storming outside? Jesus Christ. Normally it's done raining by now, but I guess it's still storming. Am I doing another seed after this? I might. Depends on how I'm feeling. If this seed finishes kind of quickly, then I'll definitely consider it. But if this ends up being like an hour and 30-minute seed, I might not have the energy to be 100% honest. You know what I did want to do after the seed, though? I want to show you guys something, so get hype for stream exclusive information on a very secret project that I am working on. And this is why you got to be watching the streams. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'd have access to secret info. Super stream exclusive stuff, but no. I'm starting a cat cafe. Yeah, it's basically, it's a scam just to get people to babysit my cats for me and pay to babysit my cats. They're paying me and babysitting my cats. Gargantuan brain. That's actually not a bad idea. I think people would be mad. What does more damage? I think the sword does more damage. Because I think most cat cafes work as like a rescue shelter plus cafe type deal. So it would eventually get to the point where people are like, oh, I want to adopt this one. It's like, no, that's my cat. Fuck off. But thanks for babysitting my cat. Yeah. People don't have to sub to the Twitch. I mean, I understand why people wouldn't sub to the Twitch just because, like, you know, money's an issue and whatnot, but, like, watching the Twitch is free, so. Hey! There it is! Woo! Let's go! Damn, I should have skipped creature, damn it! I will refill on MB, yeah. My fake points! No! God, why? I'm gonna have to sell my house to get those points back. This is my first decent casual seed, like, since announcing the tournament, yeah. And it's only decent because I went for a somewhat of a gamble, but I still feel like my routing idea was fine. Because again, it's like I was going for density of checks, and I kind of just lucked out. Mostly because I found Bat. Finding Bat was a huge part of, like, you know. My Digimon gonna starve now. That gives me an idea. I wonder if you could make a text-based pet sim using the Discord, not Discord, but the stream bot. You probably could. You could probably make a text-based pet sim where you gain points from watching the stream and then you spend those points to like level up your pet and like take care of it and stuff. Yo, what's up, Koopa? Thanks, man. It was a good run. I had a fun time doing it. Do I have any medicine? Heal potion, smart potion. Okay. Strength potion. Alright, I'll probably end up just using that. And then, any of this stuff any good? No, my weapons are kind of shit. Well, this is a shield that might do damage, so I'll check it out. Oh, it does a lot of damage. So I'll keep that for Dracula then, yeah. Oh wait, hold on a minute. Let me not die here. Oh, it only does 1 damage? Nice. Only the lightning attack does a lot more, but I guess I have lightning mail on, so. Hey, sub-hour. I'm chill with that. This shield should probably 1 cycle. Actually, let me put on the... because it won't interrupt the shield damage if I put on the other one, so that's fine. Yeah, if I'm only taking 1 damage, I don't really care, so. Where are you? Behold my true form and despair. Behold my true form. Yeah, whatever. There we go. Whee! Sub 55. Good time, good time.
Trouble the soul of my mother.
I skipped so much of the castle though. That's the thing, is like I skipped a ton of stuff. Like I never even went to Grand Falloon. I never checked Spikebreaker, even though I could have checked Spikebreaker. So and then I just went to the second castle early, so I could have skipped more to be honest, but that was pretty good. That's pretty good.
Matthew 16:26.
Hopefully more seeds end up like this for myself and the racers during the tournament, so.
What were